Hello children, today we are going to start chapter number 19, materials and their properties. So let's start. Everything that we see around us is made up of one or more material. Means everything that we see around us like table, chair, sofa, bed, etc. they are made up of one or more material. It is the substance of which everything is composed such as metal, glass, wood, rubber, etc. And each material is made up of matter. So, what is matter? Matter is a physical substance that occupies space and has some weight. Means everything that has weight and occupies space, we called it matter. Now, matter is classified into three different states: solids, liquids, and gases. The example of solids are book, copy, etc. Liquids are water and juices. And we know that air is the mixture of gases. Matter always exists in any of these three states. Means matter may be solid, liquid, or gases. Matter always present in these three states, any of these three states. Then properties of matter. Different types of matter are identified due to their different properties. Means there are certain properties, and with the help of that property we can identify the different matter. These property of the matter are special qualities, and this special quality help us to identify the matter. Means with the help of this property we can easily identify the matter, and these properties are: looks. We recognize something by looking at it. When we look any matter, we can identify or we can notice the size. What is the size of that matter? What is the shape of that matter? What features and appearance of that matter? So by looking we can identify the size, the shape, and the feature of anything. Feel. When we touch a material, it feels different. All the materials feel different. Some of are hard or rough, and some are smooth and soft. All the materials, when we feel them, when we touch them, they are feel different. It's not like that all the materials are feel same. No. Few of them are hard and rough, whereas few of them are soft and smooth. The next property is smell. By smelling also we can identify the thing or a matter. Smell flour, petrol, or perfume. Do they have a same smell? No. Their smell is totally different. The smell of all the matter are different. And with the help of smell we can identify them. By smelling we can differentiate the matter. Next property is taste. We taste so many things and recognize them according to their taste. Means by taste we can identify them. For example, sugar is sweet. When we eat sugar, we found that the taste of sugar is sweet, whereas lemon is sour and salt is salty, and so on. So by testing we can identify the matter, because each and every matter have different test. So by testing we can identify them, we can differentiate them. But we must take care while eating something for first time, because few matter are maybe toxic and poisonous, like lead and mercury, and they may cause harm to ourselves. That's why when we are testing something for the first time, we should be careful. The next property is color. When we see materials around us, we identify according to their color. When we see around us, there are lots of matter, and all the matters are different in color. Some are black, some are white, some are brown, some are yellow. All are different in color. So with the help of color, we can identify them. The next property is density. Many times we see that material of same size have different weight. It is because of the density of material. The density is totally different of different material, and that's why we found that same size of material, though they are same in size, but their weight is different. A molecule of some material are more densely packed than the other. That is the reason. In few material, the molecule are very tightly packed, and in few the molecule is loosely packed. There is a gap between the molecules. For example, a block of same size of wood and iron would weigh differently. The weight of iron and wood of same size, their size is same, but the weight is different because the molecules are differently packed between them. That's why. Next property is solubility. It is described how well a substance dissolves in a liquid. We found that some substance dissolve in water while other do not. Let's do an activity to understand the solubility. Measure the solubility of different substance. Take a small piece of wood, spoonful of salt, sugar and sand, and put them in different glasses or in different container. Means 4 container we can take, and in each container we put a piece of wood, spoonful of salt, spoonful of sugar and spoonful of sand. Now after adding them in glasses, just pour some water in each container and stir. When we pour water, we found that material like sugar and salt dissolve in water. When we pour water in the glasses, we found that material like sugar and salt are dissolved in water, while wood and sand do not dissolve in water. So we can say that materials that dissolve in water are called soluble substance because they can dissolve in water, whereas materials that do not dissolve in water like wood and sand are called insoluble materials. So there are two types of materials or two types of substance: soluble substance and insoluble substance. Soluble substance are those which can dissolve in water, for example, sugar and salt. Whereas insoluble materials are those materials or substance which do not dissolve in water, like piece of wood or sand. Okay student, that's it from today's class. In next class we will discuss the 3 states of matter, that is solids, liquids and gases. Thank you.